The story begins on a distant planet called Cybertron, home of the Autobots, whose mission was to protect the entire universe. But peace doesn't last long. Evil robots known as the Decepticons want to wipe out the Autobots and take control of the galaxy. They launch a massive attack on Cybertron, and their numbers are overwhelming. The Autobots are slowly losing the war. Seeing no other choice, Optimus Prime leads the remaining Autobots toward a tower and speaks to his team. He tells them that they must escape because Autobots are scattered across the galaxy, and they need to be warned about the coming war. But B-127 refuses to give up so easily. He says, "We can't abandon our home. We should fight them right here." Optimus Prime agrees, but explains that right now, survival comes first. He reveals that he has learned about a hidden planet called Earth, a place the Decepticons don't know about yet. Optimus gives B-127 a crucial mission. He tells him to travel to Earth and prepare a secret base for the Autobots. Once they reunite, they'll join him there. Optimus warns him, if the Decepticons ever discover Earth, the Autobots could be completely wiped out. Accepting his mission, B-127 escapes Cybertron in an escape pod, while Optimus Prime stays behind to hold off the Decepticons and stop them from following. The scene then shifts to Earth, California, 1987. In a remote wilderness area, a top-secret government unit is training, tasked with monitoring unexplained and extraterrestrial activity. Suddenly, B-127's escape pod crashes into the area, injuring many soldiers. Seeing this, Colonel Jack Burns immediately assumes the unknown robot is an enemy. The soldiers open fire. B-127 transforms into a military jeep and tries to escape, but Jack and his team pursue him aggressively, eventually knocking him down and launching missile attacks. Even then, B-127 refuses to hurt anyone. Instead, he knocks down trees to block their path and slow them down. Unfortunately, B-127 gets trapped between mountains and attempts to hide inside an abandoned mine, but the soldiers surround him from all sides. Trying to explain, B-127 tells them, "You've made a mistake, I'm not your enemy." Before anything else can happen, a jet appears in the sky. Jack assumes it's the Air Force, but it's actually Blitzwing, a ruthless Decepticon sent to kill B-127. Blitzwing launches missiles, instantly wiping out the military unit. A brutal fight breaks out between the two robots. Blitzwing drags B-127 to the mountaintop and demands information about the Autobots' location. B-127 refuses to betray his team. Enraged, Blitzwing tears out B-127's vocal processor, leaving him permanently unable to speak, and throws him off the mountain. B-127 survives the fall. As Blitzwing comes down to finish him off, B-127 fires a missile and destroys Blitzwing once and for all. Colonel Jack Burns survives, but is badly injured. From that moment on, he becomes convinced that alien robots are enemies to humanity. Meanwhile, B-127 is critically damaged. His systems begin to shut down. With his last remaining energy, he reaches the edge of a lake, scans a nearby yellow Volkswagen Beetle, and transforms into it, moments before his systems completely power down. Next, we're introduced to Charlie, a 17-year-old girl who wakes up early and gets ready for the day. But behind her calm face, she's still deeply heartbroken. Charlie lost her father, and that pain never really left her. Her mom, Sally, has remarried, but Charlie isn't happy about it. She still hasn't accepted her stepdad, Ron, as part of the family. Since it was her birthday the day before, Charlie asks her mom for $500 to fix her old car, but Sally refuses, explaining that a nurse's salary just isn't enough. Disappointed and frustrated, Charlie heads to work on her moped scooter. She works at a carnival food stand called Hot Dog on a Stick. A guy named Memo clearly likes her and keeps trying to talk to her, but Charlie barely notices him. During her shift, Charlie accidentally spills lemonade on a college guy named Trip. That's when Tina, Trip's girlfriend, starts mocking Charlie in front of her friends. Charlie gets angry, especially because Tina is always showing off her BMW and acting superior. Feeling upset and determined to fix her car on her own, Charlie heads to Uncle Hank's scrapyard, a place filled with old junk and broken vehicles. She starts searching through old parts to repair her car. While moving some scrap, she accidentally knocks over a tarp, and that's when she discovers an old yellow Volkswagen Beetle. What Charlie doesn't know is that this Beetle is actually B-127, badly damaged after his systems crashed. Charlie tries to start the car. Instead of turning on, B-127's homing signal activates. That signal travels all the way to Saturn's moon, where the Autobot Cliffjumper is hiding. At the same time, two deadly Decepticons, Shatter and Dropkick, are interrogating Cliffjumper. They're searching for Optimus Prime, who survived the destruction of Cybertron. Shatter tells Cliffjumper that she knows Optimus is building a new base somewhere else, and demands the truth, but Cliffjumper refuses to betray him. Enraged, the Decepticons attack him. As his systems fail, they suddenly pick up B-127's signal. That's when Shatter realizes B-127 is on Earth. Without hesitation, they kill Cliffjumper and head straight for Earth. Back at the scrapyard, Charlie fails to start the Beetle. Frustrated, she gathers the parts she came for and prepares to leave. Before going, she asks Hank about the Beetle, but he's too busy watching his show and barely pays attention, giving her no real answers. Charlie heads home and starts working on her own car. As a kid, she used to fix cars with her dad, so she knows her way around engines. But no matter how hard she tries, the car just won't start. Exhausted and emotional, Charlie finally gives up. Deep down, she feels like without her dad, she'll never be able to fix the car again. The next morning, Charlie gets ready and walks outside. Her mom wishes her happy birthday, but instead of car money, she gives her a helmet. Ron hands her a book as his gift. Charlie's heart sinks. She was really hoping her mom would give her money to fix her car. Trying not to show her disappointment, she leaves the house. Charlie goes back to Uncle Hank's scrapyard and makes him an offer. She tells him, "Give me that beetle and I'll work here for a whole year. I'll even clean your disgusting toilet every single day." Hank laughs and refuses, saying he doesn't need a cleaner. But then, he changes his mind. As a birthday gift, Hank allows Charlie to take the beetle. Charlie is overjoyed. She spends the entire day working on the car, fixing wires, tightening parts, and cleaning everything up. When she finally turns the key, the car starts. Charlie can't believe it. Excited, she drives the beetle all the way home, but as soon as she parks, a car part falls to the ground. When Charlie bends down to fix it, she suddenly sees B-127's face under the car. The robot activates and fully transforms into an Autobot. Charlie freezes in shock. Both of them panic. B-127's memory is badly damaged, and scared of humans, he hides from her. Before anything else happens, Charlie's mom walks into the garage. B-127 quickly transforms back into a car just in time. Her mom asks where the car came from. Charlie replies that Uncle Hank gifted it to her. Sally warns her that the model isn't safe and tells her to inform her before bringing home anything like this because she's her mother. Then she leaves. As soon as she's gone, B-127 transforms back again. He's still afraid, but Charlie gently assures him, "I'm not going to hurt you." Slowly, he comes closer. That's how their friendship begins. B-127 points at Charlie, asking who she is. She tells him her name is Charlie. Then Charlie asks for his name, but he can't remember. Because his damaged voice sounds like a buzzing noise, Charlie smiles and says, "I'll call you Bumblebee." He likes the name. Charlie likes it too. They both smile. Meanwhile, Shatter and Dropkick crash land on Earth. Dropkick casually kills a human and says that humans are weak. Shatter warns him to stay focused. Their mission comes first. She tracks B-127's signal, which is coming from the west coast. Both Decepticons transform into vehicles and speed off in that direction. The next morning, Charlie rushes to the garage to check on Bumblebee. He's gone. Panic sets in. She thinks someone stole him. Then Otis tells her that her mom took the car because the dog ate something bad and had to be rushed to the vet. Charlie freaks out. She's scared Bumblebee might cause trouble. Without wasting time, she grabs her scooter and rides to Memo's place. That's when she sees Bumblebee. The moment he spots her, he happily waves hello. Charlie tells her mom to stop the car. Embarrassed and angry, she scolds Bumblebee and tells him to keep his hands inside. Then she tells her mom, "He's my dog too, so I'm coming with you." And just like that, all three of them head to the doctor together. Meanwhile, at Sector 7 headquarters, an agent named Simmons detects unusual Decepticon energy readings. He immediately informs Colonel Jack Burns, telling him that 2 alien signals are moving toward the west. Without wasting time, Jack assembles his team and heads out, determined to capture them before it's too late. At the same time, we see Charlie take Bumblebee to a quiet beachside location. There, Charlie explains something important to him. She tells him that humans are afraid of things they don't understand, and if people discover what he really is, they'll lock him up, experiment on him, and tear him apart. So she makes one rule clear: Bumblebee can only show his true form to her. Bumblebee understands. Charlie even starts teaching him how to hide properly and act normal. Elsewhere, Shatter and Dropkick continue racing toward the west coast. Colonel Jack Burns, along with his soldiers and Dr. Powell, finally intercepts them, hoping to talk before things turn violent. When Shatter and Dropkick stop, Dropkick suggests wiping out the humans, saying their numbers are growing, but Shatter stops him. She explains that B-127's signal has disappeared, so she comes up with a new plan. Shatter lies to the humans, claiming they are Decepticon peacekeepers, protectors of Autobots across the galaxy. She says they're hunting a dangerous criminal, B-127, who is hiding on Earth. To find him, she requests access to Earth's satellite surveillance system. Colonel Jack refuses immediately, but Dr. Powell starts believing them. He thinks they might be telling the truth and says they'll need some time to get approval from their general. Back with Charlie and Bumblebee, the two are wandering through the forest when sparks suddenly shoot out of Bumblebee's body. As Charlie opens up his damaged parts to fix him, something unexpected happens. A hidden message activates. It's a recorded message from Optimus Prime. Optimus tells Bumblebee that the war is still ongoing and that he hopes Earth is safe. He trusts Bumblebee to be preparing a base there for the Autobots. This message triggers flashbacks inside Bumblebee's mind. Memories of Optimus Prime sending the Autobots away from Cybertron while he stayed behind, fighting fighting the Decepticons alone. Charlie asks Bumblebee who Optimus Prime is and what war he was talking about, but Bumblebee can't remember. Still, Charlie realizes one thing: Bumblebee is hiding from someone. Bumblebee tries to communicate using a tape recorder, but it's broken, so Charlie takes it home to fix it. While she's working, Bumblebee starts watching TV. Suddenly, an old home video appears, footage of Charlie as a child, diving into the water with her dad. Charlie immediately turns it off. She gets angry because diving used to be something she loved doing with her father, but after his death, she gave it up completely. Charlie finishes fixing the tape recorder and reconnects it to Bumblebee. This time, it works. Music starts playing, and they both begin dancing together, laughing and having fun. Charlie explains that Bumblebee can use different songs to communicate his feelings, so Bumblebee starts playing random tracks, but none of them feel right. Then Charlie plays one of her dad's old songs. She tells Bumblebee that she and her dad used to play this song while fixing cars together. Then her voice breaks. She explains that her dad died suddenly from a heart attack, and she never even got the chance to properly say goodbye. She says that deep down she believes if she can just fix her dad's old car one last time, maybe her dad will finally be happy. Charlie becomes emotional, and Bumblebee quietly listens, understanding her pain in his own way. After that, Bumblebee starts scanning radio frequencies, trying to load different signals into his system so he can communicate with Charlie. But the messages don't make much sense to her. Just then, Memo shows up. He likes Charlie and finally wants to tell her how he feels. The moment Bumblebee sees Memo, he quickly transforms back into a car. This scares Memo badly. Charlie calms him down and makes it very clear: "You're not telling anyone about this. If you do, I'll personally run you over with my car. He's my friend." Terrified, Memo promises to stay quiet. Only then does Bumblebee transform back into his Autobot form. Meanwhile, a high-level meeting is held with the US General to decide whether the Decepticons should be given access to satellite surveillance. Dr. Powell strongly supports the idea. He convinces everyone that the aliens are peaceful and claims that if humans help them, they'll share their advanced technology. But Colonel Jack Burns strongly disagrees. He reminds everyone that their name is literally Decepticons, meaning deception is in their nature. Jack warns that giving them satellite access would put the entire planet at risk. Dr. Powell argues back, saying that if the US refuses, the Decepticons might turn to Russia instead, causing America to lose its chance at a powerful future. The General agrees with Powell. The Decepticons are officially granted access to Earth's satellites and military technology. Shatter and Dropkick are pleased. They immediately connect Earth systems with their own and begin searching for Bumblebee. Jack is still uneasy. The General reassures him. Once Bumblebee and all his allies are found, Jack will be given permission to destroy every alien robot and run experiments on them. That's when Jack finally agrees. The next day, Charlie and Memo go out for a ride with Bumblebee. Using radio tuning, Bumblebee successfully starts communicating with them, and they're both amazed. They soon arrive at a cliffside, where Trip and his friends are hanging out. Trip, the same guy Charlie spilled lemonade on, starts daring everyone to jump into the water below. Bumblebee gently pushes Charlie forward, knowing she's an incredible diver. Trip recognizes her and says, "You were on the dive team with my little sister. You even won a championship a few years ago. You could totally beat me." Trip jumps into the water, but Charlie doesn't follow. Ever since her father's death, she gave up diving and developed a fear of heights. Quietly, she returns to the car. Seeing this, Tina and her friends mock Charlie and her car. To cheer her up, Memo suggests getting revenge on Tina. Bumblebee loves the idea. That night, they pull up outside Tina's house and start throwing eggs at her car, but Bumblebee takes it way too far, completely destroying her car. The noise wakes everyone up. Charlie quickly escapes with Bumblebee before anyone sees them. Tina is left devastated, but has no idea who did it. Bumblebee speeds toward home at full power. Police cars start chasing them. Charlie begs him to slow down, but he doesn't listen. Instead, Bumblebee disables the police cars and escapes. Charlie and Memo can't help but laugh. The next morning, Charlie gets ready for work. She covers Bumblebee and tells him to stay hidden. After what happened last night, the police will definitely be searching for him, and he's far from an ordinary car. Charlie leaves for work, but the moment the house is empty, Bumblebee transforms back into his robot form. Curious about everything, he follows the dog into the house, and chaos immediately follows. He accidentally breaks furniture, sits on the couch and crushes it, turns on the coffee machine, unplugs it, then sticks his hand into an outlet. A massive electrical surge blasts through the city. San Francisco loses power. That sudden blackout sends out a signal, and Shatter and Dropkick instantly lock onto Bumblebee's location. Without hesitation, they head straight for San Francisco. Meanwhile, Memo witnesses Bumblebee completely wrecking the house. Terrified, he immediately calls Charlie. Charlie rushes home, and the moment she sees the destroyed house, she's shocked. Panicking, she quickly forces Bumblebee out of the house. Just then, Charlie's mom, Sally, returns home with Otis. Both of them are stunned by the damage. Charlie takes the blame and says, "This is my fault. I'll explain everything, but I need to leave right now." But Sally stops her. Angry and overwhelmed, Sally yells that Charlie is obsessed with that car day and night. She says she's been trying her best to fix things, to keep this family together, and that everyone in the house is trying to be happy, except Charlie. That's when Charlie finally snaps. She tells her mom, "You moved on, you got remarried, you're happy, but I'm not, and in a few months I'm leaving this place anyway." Furious and heartbroken, Charlie storms out with Memo and Bumblebee. On the road, Colonel Jack Burns and his team suddenly surround them. Charlie immediately warns Bumblebee not to do anything reckless, but when the soldiers grab Charlie and Memo, Bumblebee loses control. Enraged, he rescues Charlie, jumps off the edge and escapes with her. Before they can get far, Shatter and Dropkick appear and launch a brutal attack. Charlie and Bumblebee are thrown apart. Confused and with his memory still damaged, Bumblebee doesn't even understand why they're attacking him. Shatter demands information about Optimus Prime. Before Bumblebee can react, Jack arrives and fires an electric shock weapon, stunning Bumblebee. Charlie begs them to stop, but she's also hit by the shock and loses consciousness. Jack accuses her of stealing government property, claiming the car belongs to the military. Charlie tries to explain to her mom, "I didn't steal anything. He's my friend." Jack coldly responds, "That's not your friend. That's a dangerous war machine." Sally doesn't believe Charlie and sends her to her room, but at that moment, Charlie makes up her mind. She's going to save Bumblebee, no matter what. Her little brother Otis sees her and starts yelling to call their mom. Charlie quickly covers his mouth and whispers that if he stays quiet, she'll let him join the mission. Otis agrees. At Memo's house, they watch the TV news and learn that a military unit is heading toward McKinnon Air Base. Charlie immediately realizes Bumblebee must be there. She tells Memo they have to save him. Otis wants to come too, but Charlie tells him to stay behind and keep watch, so no one realizes she left home. Reluctantly, Otis agrees. Charlie and Memo head toward the airbase. At the base, Shatter interrogates Bumblebee, demanding the location of Optimus Prime and the other Autobots, but Bumblebee can't answer. Shatter realizes his memory cells are damaged and decides he's useless. She orders him destroyed. Just then, Optimus Prime's message activates. Optimus declares that the Autobots will fight back, reclaim Cybertron, and that he himself will soon arrive. Hearing this, Shatter understands that all the Autobots are heading to Earth. She tells Dropkick that together, they'll destroy not just the Autobots, but the entire planet Earth. To do that, they plan to contact Cybertron from a nearby tower and summon their army. Dr. Powell overhears everything. He finally realizes the truth. The Decepticons are evil. He contacts Jack Burns and warns him that the aliens are using Earth satellites to summon their army. But Shatter hears this. Without hesitation, she kills Dr. Powell. From a distance, Charlie and Memo witness everything, and in that moment, Charlie knows the fight for Earth has truly begun. Back at home, Sally asks Otis about Charlie, but his strange behavior immediately raises suspicion. When Sally checks Charlie's room and realizes she's gone, she knows something is wrong. Meanwhile, Dropkick brutally attacks Bumblebee, leaving him completely destroyed. Believing the job is done, Shatter and Dropkick head toward the tower to transmit their signal. Charlie and Memo rush to Bumblebee's side. Seeing him in that condition, Charlie breaks down. Bumblebee isn't just a robot, he's her best friend. Desperate, Charlie uses an electric shock weapon on Bumblebee. Miraculously, it works. Bumblebee comes back online. Charlie is overwhelmed with relief, but the electric surge also starts restoring Bumblebee's memories. His systems become unstable, and they can't escape in time. That's when Colonel Jack Burns arrives. Jack plants explosives and blows up the entire area, trying to finish Bumblebee once and for all. He captures Charlie and Memo. Bumblebee tries to save them, but soldiers attack him relentlessly. When Jack throws Charlie to the ground, something inside Bumblebee snaps. With his memories returning, Bumblebee's combat mode activates. Enraged, he launches a full-scale attack, destroying tanks and forcing the soldiers to flee. Charlie is terrified by what she sees and desperately calms him down. Memo joins them, and Charlie tells Bumblebee they need to escape somewhere safe, but Bumblebee points toward the tower, using the tape recorder to explain, if the Decepticons aren't stopped, everyone will die. Charlie understands. She agrees to help. Memo stays behind to delay the military, and before leaving, Charlie kisses him, realizing she feels the same way about him. Meanwhile, Sally and Ron race after Charlie. Knowing her life is in danger, Charlie tells her mom to trust her, that she can fix this. Sally finally lets her go. Ron uses his reckless driving skills to block Jack and his men, buying Charlie and Bumblebee time. They reach the tower, where Shatter and Dropkick are transmitting the signal to summon their army. Bumblebee attacks. A fierce battle breaks out between Bumblebee and Dropkick. Charlie climbs the tower, determined to stop the signal. Using a heavy chain, Bumblebee finally destroys Dropkick. Just then, Jack arrives in a helicopter and attacks Shatter. She fights back, causing the helicopter to crash, but Bumblebee saves Jack's life. In that moment, Jack finally realizes the truth. Bumblebee is a good Autobot. Charlie reaches the top of the tower and disconnects the signal's power source. The upload stops. Shatter notices and attacks Charlie, but Bumblebee intervenes, knocking Shatter down. Furious, Shatter vows to kill Bumblebee and then Charlie, but Bumblebee outsmarts her. He destroys the nearby dam, sending a massive wave of water crashing into Shatter's ship, completely destroying her. However, Bumblebee is dragged underwater. Seeing this, Charlie overcomes her fear of heights and water and dives in, saving Bumblebee and pulling him to safety. Jack tells Charlie to leave immediately. His unit is on the way, and they'll destroy Bumblebee. Jack admits he was wrong, and that Bumblebee isn't the enemy. Charlie thanks him. She and Bumblebee escape. Charlie takes Bumblebee to a quiet place outside San Francisco. There, she tells him the truth. It's time for him to go. His people need him. Both of them are emotional. Bumblebee scans a new car, transforms into it, and drives away, beginning his next journey. Charlie's life changes after that. She reconnects with her mom, Otis, and Ron, and finally finds peace. Post-credits scene. Bumblebee meets Optimus Prime on Earth. Optimus thanks him for protecting the planet. Bumblebee proudly tells him his new name. Soon after, other Autobots arrive on Earth. In the final moments, we see Charlie fixing her father's old car at last, and driving off smiling. If Bumblebee's story touched your heart, hit like, share this video, and subscribe for more amazing movie stories like this. Your support means everything, and I'll see you in the next one.